You're muted, Andrew.
No, I'm here.
All right. Sorry, I'm just going to turn that off in the background so that it doesn't interfere. Um, the other day, guys, I had a live and somebody mentioned to me that because it's coming through my computer, that the music that I had playing in the background wasn't coming, made my speech feel a little or sound a little weird. So I'm going to start it again, and I just want to know from you guys whether or not it interferes with the way I speak or how it turns out. So I've got it very low in the background. Just let me know whether or not it sounds okay. Now I'm going to go through all of the people while we're here. Hello, Joshfina. How are you? Hi, Glennis. How you doing? Um, Christy McBride. Hello, Lockie. How are you? Going to have a shower? She back soon. Be back. Okay. Have a good shower. Hi, Tina. How are you?
Hello, Tina.
Glennis says hello, Andrew.
Hello, Glennis.
Joshua sounds okay. All right, sounds good to me. All right, I just wanted to make sure because I do like to have that. I don't know, it just helps. Sometimes it helps me connect, and sometimes it bothers me. But today, at this point, it doesn't. So, if you would like an in-depth reading, please donate. I'm going to put a post in here, and then I'm going to pin it. And if you would just want to take over for a couple of minutes while I put the post up here.
No worries. I really hate talking about myself because I'm not that type of guy.
Oh yeah, I'm listening to you.
um,
What have you been doing? How's your day been?
You've been doing well. I started to do my own Facebook page. So previously to that, I have just had my name as the business, that kind of thing. But I'm in the process of doing it as an own business. So registered for an ABN, as you probably know, Caroline, and did all that kind of stuff. Got a business account, all that kind of thing. So I'm taking charge of the bull by the hands and going with the flow. Besides that, for any of you that don't know me or just starting that you see me today, my name is Andrew. If I can have my, I'm not sure if it's got the thing up, but it's Temple of Light Holistic Services. So It's in the description field. Thank you, Tina. It's in the description field. So I'll encourage anyone not only to like Caroline's energy healing and tarot card readings, but also if you get a chance to like my page as well, to stay up to date and informed about the things that I do. My main expertise is healing, so I do a lot of healing work. I do different modalities as well as intuitive / star healings. I do tarot readings, but I haven't got it advertised yet because I'm still building up my experience, I guess. But if you're interested, you can message me and see where it goes from there. Regarding about if I do charge something for tarot readings, privately, just give me a yell out. So I definitely head over to my page as well and like and follow me on my business page, which is Temple of Light Holistic Services. So good evening, Eva. Hi, Mary, Deborah. Hi, Deborah. So yeah. So like I said, I hate talking about myself, so I'm going to do the best that I can. Just trying to hop along.
You did good. Did that get pinned, guys, or not? I can't see if it's pinned. It must be pinned. Just let me know if it's pinned. You're looking super healthy, Andrew. What have you been doing? Tell them what you do. Tell them what you've been doing.
Yes, so there's a few changes that I've made. I stopped smoking. I used to be an ex-smoker about a year ago, but before that was for like 15, 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped smoking, but not just that, but I gave up sugar. So I don't have sugar anymore, any refined sugar. So I know sugar, you can find it in fruit and things like that. That's okay, but I've just given up refined sugar, so no lollies, no sweets. I do treat myself now and then, like once a month, with a donut or something like that. But I try to stay away from chocolate, sugar in my tea or coffee, so cut all that out. and introducing more vegetables into my diet and steering away from the meat. So I find that my stomach is hard to process, not hard to process meat, but after eating meat for a few days, I feel like I've got lower energy and just my external body feels heavier. So I try to incorporate a lot more vegetables into my diet, or have some nights vegetarian and have like 1 or 2 nights meat. So that helps with the light body and the overall feeling. But because I haven't gone vegetarian just yet. I've started, but it upset my stomach for a bit, so I have to really read myself off it, and maybe
without your steak. I can't do without my steak.
I love my steak. I love chicken. I love steak. I love all that. But I have to go where my energy is matching. So I felt so much better. I felt more connected and more lighter when I was on a vegetarian diet, but just my stomach couldn't handle it. But I'll have to slowly go back into it and reintroduce it into my food. Like it says, Bob's chicken.
There's nothing wrong with chicken either, Lockie. I think it's, for me, not so, and it's fine, Andrew, whatever way you go. But I just think everything in moderation. That's always been the way I've lived. And so far as sugar is concerned, I absolutely agree with that. Very rarely do I put sugar in my food. And I use honey instead and it's local honey. It's not honey from the supermarket. And if it is honey from the supermarket, it's because I've run out. But that's a big thing. And yes, I do have, a little bowl of lollies that people keep stealing from when they come over here, which is fine because I only have it when I think, oh my God, I need something sweet. I need something sweet. And then I dig into that maybe once, like you said, once a month. Well, okay. Maybe once every couple of weeks.
Once every 2 weeks.
That'll work. Why not?
But you go with what your body's like, because your body talks to you in a lot of ways. It tells you if it's thirsty, tells you if it's hungry. So by when you become more lighter, or when you become more connected, I would say connected, but it's probably not the right term to use. Your body changes a little bit, so you have to adjust to that, or else it's not gonna blend your physical and your light body, and your physical body's not gonna be on the same wavelength. I find to even swallow meat at the moment. What we're showing, yeah. So that's a good. Start off slow, Lockie. Let's call you Lachlan. Start off slow, Lockie, and slowly introduce that vegetarian diet. So maybe have 2 nights a week with meat, and then slowly cut down over the weeks and weeks and weeks. Hi, Karina. So what have you been up to, Caroline?
Me?
Yes.
Not much. I mean, I've been watching the grandkids an awful lot lately, which has been good because I needed to. The last couple of years has been pretty hard on everybody, but it's just I've been looking after them a lot, and just basically keeping to myself. I have to get out there and start doing things. People keep saying to me, "You're never going to meet anybody. You're never going to meet your partner if you don't get out there." And I keep expecting, okay, I can't say that on the live. I'll talk to you later about that. Just somebody that anyway. So I just want him to come walking through my front door. That's all I want. Like if I organise something to be done in my house, you can be it. Not you, Andrew, but the person that I want. So anyway, I got to get out there and start doing things. And it's just getting myself motivated to do it. But taking care of everything before all this rain comes. I think we're going to get a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down the beach at some point and just sit there for a little while. I haven't been down there for so long. When was the last time you went down to the beach, Andrew?
Probably November when I was overseas. I didn't go. I haven't been to the beach since I've been in Victoria since I've been back.
Yeah.
I usually go in summer. It's good. I love the salt water.
Yes.
And I love its cleansing for me and healing, being inside the water.
Yes, the Gold Coast is lovely, Lockie. It is. I used to. My parents used to live up that way, so I'm familiar with it. Um, Brisbane, I am not too familiar with, but I could probably step up that way a little bit. Just need somebody to pick me up at the airport. Might call an Uber. Oh, are you doing Uber, Lockie? Maybe I'll pick somebody up on the way through. Who knows? Imagine making time to for us to meet camping or something. Glamping, maybe not camping so much anymore.
I can imagine Caroline glamping.
Oh, I did, Andrew. I did when I went over to Thailand. You have to do it with Mark. You have to do it. When you go over to Thailand again, you've got to do this. It's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Definitely. Something that I'll be going to Thailand again, but I just don't know when, but I will.
Yeah.
But maybe in the next few years.
No, Karina, if I go camping, I have to have. Don't laugh at me, guys. When I go camping, my bed is extremely important to me. I have to have 2 mattresses, and I have to have a doona underneath the sheet, and then I have to have my pillows with me, and then on top of that, I have to have another sheet with more. And it's like, oh my God, I may as well just take my bedroom with me. I have to have a good bed, otherwise I'm just destroyed.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck? Exactly. Keep going. I do. You wait, Karina.
I can imagine you just rolled up like mattress or something like that, carrying it down with you, and one suitcase for all the crystals and one suitcase for the pots.
Yes, exactly. My kids, when we used to go camping down at Wilson's Prom, I used to take all of that stuff, and of course they had the bunk beds, and I used to take the mattresses, but they were rolled up, and they used to sit on them in the back seat, and they loved it because they were higher up, so they could see everything. There you go. Now, has anybody put through a donation yet? We're waiting for donations to come through, people. Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely, Lockie. I could do that again. I'd need a place of my own, though. Oh. Andrew, did you look at the private message I sent you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So where are we? What comments? I don't know how to comments. What kind of camping? All right. That's glamping, Caroline. I agree with you. Style, anyway. Yes, style. I mean, you can put style in anything, really. Seriously. And if I can't get style in there, maybe I'll just have to get myself one of those vans where I set it up and just leave it already set up. Plus, I've got my dogs to consider as well, so I can't leave them behind. If I went camping somewhere, they would have to come with me. So, okay, maybe it's a camper van that I need, Andrew.
I've got one of those, all those, in America, they've got the big vans that they.
Yeah.
Like, is it a camper van? It's like they go in a bus.
The road
RVs.
vehicle is something, whatever that is. It's like you can camp in them. Yeah, it's like a
bus, and they have everything. Yeah.
Yes. I don't want something that I have. I'd have to take all my crystals would have to come with me. I don't know which ones I could leave behind. I'm just looking at them at the moment. It's making me nervous just leaving them here. I've seen a post today for someone who actually did get bitten by a tree. Oh, see, I told you, Lockie. I told you. 21 forever years old.
I think it's Angelita's birthday today.
It is?
Happy birthday, Angelita.
I haven't really
been enjoying your evening now over there.
She did say that. Yes, she did say that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ange. Happy birthday to you. Hip hooray.
Hip hooray.
Huh?
Hip hip. Hip hip.
No, it's too slow. Hip hooray. Hip hooray. Hip hooray.
Hip hooray. Hip hooray.
I've paid my camping dues now. I deserve better. Yes, so do I. We can always do it halfway, Elspeth. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Keep those, guys. Please keep the love hearts coming across the screen. I can't see any at the minute. please pop them through. Let me see them. And if you've got any donations that you would like to put through, that would also be great. I think that there's a number of people that have got lives on today, which I didn't realise. There's about 3 or 4 people that have got lives on today. So, what day is it today? It's Sunday.
So it's a public holiday for us.
Tomorrow. Yeah. So, there's a lot of people doing lives today. So, this might be a shorter live than what I'd anticipated. Anyway, let's do some short readings, intuitive ones without cards. Oh no, this is going to get your intuition going, Andrew. So it's about maybe a minute that I spend with each one, but just intuitively, they have to ask a question in the comments, and then once you see it, you can pick it up. If not, you can just sit back and see how I do it. And I want, yes, it'd be good for you to tune into your intuition because it's there. So if you want any messages, Tina, you have to ask a question. Usually it's mine at the moment are question based. Sometimes it comes through just as a message for you. To all newbies out the back there, please just put them in there. Hi, Gracie, how are you? Tina, okay, so I know that you've written that you would like a message, and I said that we had questions, but they're asking me to tell you that you need to get out and do some physical activity as well, right? Because you're going to need it. So please get some physical activity, get that heart moving. Walk up the hill. Don't walk up the hill straight away, obviously, but moving to that. But just get up and start doing some physical activity. And physical, I mean walk. Elspeth, will my home care be approved quickly? Elspeth, that's the sort of question that's really hard to answer because there are a lot of energies at play here. I don't usually get time frames, but when I look into that void, they're giving me 4 weeks. So, maybe it's going to be a month for you before that comes through. But that also is dependent on the person that picks up your file and starts working with it. So just let us know if you have any feedback for these as well when they're coming up.
So, have you answered Tina's? You sort of tapped into Tina.
Yeah, I did. But if you've got something else for her, then put it through.
I was just trying to tune in. So it's just a quick one. What I was getting is, I'm not sure if you have an affinity of tulips, the flowered tulip. I'm getting a lot of. It's either yellow or pink or yellow pinkish. So I'm not sure if you have tulips around you or if that's your favorite flower. But what I'm getting as well is that you're connected. You have the connection there with source, but it's the time for you to build a stronger connection to source. So strengthening that connection, that would help with the flow of information. Because I know that Tina, you do a lot of you do readings as well, and I think that you still get a bit nervous, or you still get that bit not anxiety, but that excited. But they're saying just to relax into it, and before you do the readings, I know you probably meditate before, but build that stronger connection with source and allow that flow to happen naturally. And when you build that stronger connection, the flow will come through easier when you do your readings. Maybe do that before you go lives, but they say just quiet your mind a little bit. You're good at what you do, but just relax into it. And that's pretty much what I was getting.
Ange, how do you catch yourself overthinking? You already are doing that. Just remember that when you change when you change something with yourself, intuitive, you will just hear it, you will feel it, you will do it. When you overthink, you will know. They're telling me you already know when this is happening. Just keep going with it because I do the same thing. Sometimes, Ange, it's okay to overthink. sometimes it's okay, because that overthinking sometimes equivalent of or equals analysing situations. So, it's okay to analyse things. That's just what you do. That's the sort of person you are. So be very careful about that overthinking statement. You don't need to. You are already doing it. They're telling me now that you're already doing it.
So in what Caroline said, Angelita, you're right. I picking up that you still. I think you doubt yourself a little bit with your readings. I do that too, and I would think everyone would do that to some extent. But what they're saying is, even don't. I think when you doubt yourself, then you start to overthink, or you start to go, have I covered everything, or did I do this right? And I think that's what gets you in the way in reading. Not getting in the way in reading, but I think that's what brings in the overthinking and over analyzing. But they're saying just trust in your abilities, trust in your intuition, because you've got the intuition there. Just to trust in that, and like Tina, allow it to flow as best you can. It doesn't matter if you get it wrong, because we're not perfect. It's never going to be 100% accuracy or 100%. But they're saying just relax into it. Whatever messages you do get, just say it. Don't hold back and go, oh, it doesn't sound right, or just let it flow and just let it come out, because that's your intuition. Yeah, so Caroline's spot on with that.
Evelyn, Rachel, I did get your donation, by the way, so we'll get to you in a second. Evelyn, with love, this is basically be discerning about that, all right? You have to get to know yourself first. My guys are stepping in here saying that you need to think about who you are, what it is that you want from a relationship, and manifest that into being, all right? You won't be able to do that unless you know yourself first and what you do want and what you don't want. It's all about boundaries, so just be really careful with that, Evelyn. Lockie, what tips can you give when okay. Lockie, follow through. That's what I have for you. That's a great big, and it's in capital letters, like what Tina does on the live to get, donations through. Follow through, right? And you are doing so much better at doing this now than what you ever have been before. You will have stability in your life. It's just that you want it yesterday, all right? So be gentle with what you're going through at the moment, because even that, with all of the things that you're going through, is being sped up. Okay, you're changing into quite this unique. And I'm not saying that you weren't unique before, but you are. I don't know. You're just special to me. It's like this person next door to me, Andrew. He's special to me. You guys are special to me. So keep following through with what you're doing, because that is what will create change and stability for you. You move through one problem, you go on to the next. You move through one lesson, you go to the next. Once you've sorted through that lesson, you'll be given another lesson. Just keep going with it, mate. It just goes and goes and goes. And each time you get confronted with a particular lesson, it gets easier, because you are easier on yourself. You don't come down on yourself so hard. And that can be applied to anybody, people.
What I'm getting for Lachlan is the word that Faye's getting is make yourself accountable. I'm not sure where that, not in a bad way, so don't think, don't say it as make yourself accountable. I think you know what I mean, but it's more about the follow through, making yourself accountable. So if you like Caroline, sometimes you're good like that, Caroline. Like if I say I'm going live, and then back out, like Karen's like, no, well, you have to do it. So she makes me sometimes accountable for what I want to do, and it's not because she's pushing, but she's wanting me to come out more. So there's a good reason behind it. So the similar thing I've got. What they tell me is make yourself accountable, but be gentle with yourself.
Yeah.
That's what they tell me. So I'm not sure. I don't know what's how his life is, but they just say make yourself more accountable and stick to it. What I'm getting.
Gracie, your inheritance. I saw the. I keep tuning into that. I don't believe it's going to be equal. It is. It is. My guides are coming in saying it's going to be fair, but it won't be equal. It won't be. They keep using the word equitable. I think that's different, guys. It won't be equal, but it will be fair. Right, so take that under advisement and do with that what you need. I don't think it's going to be split equally.
Hello for everyone that's just coming in. Don't forget to like Caroline's Energy Healing Tarot card readings for all the anyone that's seeing us for the first time or seeing Caroline or myself for the first time. Also like and follow me on Temple of Light Holistic Services, and the link is in the description.
Find it. I'll go and find it. Hang on.
No worries. Yeah. I've been burned so many times. I need to get. This I know this period at the moment, everyone's going through something. I'm not sure if everyone's aware of it or not. You might be aware of it, Caroline, but there's it's really heavy, the energy this month, and I'm getting sometime next month as well. I think it's making things surface. It's making a lot of things come to the surface, your inner stuff.
Who's it for?
All of us.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, just a general chat, but sorry, go on.
No, go for it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt then.
No, but yeah, so what I'm getting for the what I've experienced earlier in March and even to now is that a lot of stuff is surfacing. A lot of inner work is coming to the surface. A lot of things that haven't been resolved or healed over or unraveling, as Katrina says, a lot of it is coming to the surface for it to be acknowledged, cleared, and worked on. So for anyone that's doing this type of work that you and I do, it's important to get that inner work done and allowing things to come up and surface is the things that you need to work on and clear up, because the energy is denser, it's heavier.
Yes.
It's a lot denser this month than previous months. So so just keep that up if you can, because it's like a test, not a test, but it's like to get through to the different energies for this year, this has to be done and cleared and out the way for that to happen.
Andrew is very right. And oh my God.
Sorry. That scared the shit out of you.
It did, and this is what they do because I've been teaching them not to bark. I can't hear anything at the moment, but if I do disappear, you'll know why. That dense energy that's coming in is deliberate, and it's a deliberate move for the negative energies to suppress any person that is doing spiritual work. So this is why we need, and as I mentioned before, anybody can take on this follow through for people, because if you don't follow through and you just sit and do nothing about it, nothing is going to change, and the negative energy will just come in and just overload you, and it's just going to be so much harder for people to get to where they need to be spiritually. You've got this, people. You've actually, you know more than the average person, simply because you come to the lives. You know so much more than what people do. The 3D world is all about, I've got to be better than the next door neighbor. I've got to own more or crystals is different. I've got to own lots of crystals. But it's all about I've got to have what they've got, and if I don't do my nails properly, or I dress inappropriately for something, or I don't have branded articles on my body, I'm going to look ridiculous when I go out. Well, that's what society has taught us. We've got to get out of that. We've got to get out of that. And people that are in the spiritual world just dress the way they want to dress. We don't have to. We don't have to live up to anybody else's expectations other than our own. And again, spirituality is all about just increasing your knowledge, just taking on loads of different things that you can work on. Just you're more wide open than what the rest of the world are, and that's what we need, people like you guys. I hope that made sense.
It does, because it's changing. The world's changing, and I'm not sure if people know, but in Australia, I'm seeing crystal books in Kmart or a normal store that you wouldn't never see things like that 20, 30 years ago. So the world's sort of waking up to that, to that kind of thing. But yeah, it's just if you think of us as third dimensional, so we think of us as a frequency. There's just that we're on the third. Think of a book. We're at the third page, but all the other pages are higher up in frequency. So it's getting for any readers and all that out there. It's you need to be able to find a way to pierce through the third dimensional to get to the higher frequency as well.
Yeah. Kirsty, that childhood stuff that's coming up for you is one of the reasons why that childhood stuff comes up is because the expectation is that you can be there for yourself, right? You can be there for yourself first. Your inner child is looking up at you saying, why are you not there? Why am I still afraid of this? What's happening in my world? Why can't you take care of this? Why do you get angry and I'm not allowed to get angry? Those sorts of things. So once you start working with those inner child work, it makes it so much easier to be yourself, right? All aspects of yourself. And spiritual people need to be able to stand up by themselves without help.
And in saying that as well, you're right, Caroline. And I think Kirsty's saying, the clearer you are, the higher you can ascend. Am I wrong? Yeah. You're right. It's more about unraveling, stripping away the layers to get to your self, your authentic self. So the more you take away the layers, so the child trauma or traumas or beliefs, conditioning and all that, the more you can see things clearer. So you become lighter and brighter. So in order to ascend, it's like having a backpack, luggage carrying on you. You drop the backpack, you're lighter. You drop the luggage, you become lighter. So you are lighter. That's how you're able to ascend. But it's important to go into that heart space as well, because that's where intuition is not just the third eye, but intuition is using your whole body, mainly your heart and your heart. That's important. Is able to use those connections. So you need to use your heart, your third eye, and upper chakras. But to ascend or to become lighter, you need to unravel and let go of that baggage that surrounds your body and fields, which is conditioning and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
And that what we talk about with the inner child work, it just they gave me a word when that was being said. The reason why it's so important also is because the aspect of the inner child work that comes to me first is, part of what I consider to be the universal law. It's like unconditional love. Children love unconditionally, that they move around in their world in the moment. Okay, and they have a lot of unconditional love. We have unconditional love for children, but their love is it's like an animal, you know, pets, they have unconditional love for us. No matter what we do, we are there for them. So that's, you know, that's a focus to be thought about as well. All right, so Kristen, are you here somewhere? Just let me know if you're here somewhere. I got a payment from you, but I can't see where you put it. Just let me know. You may have put it into my other account. Oh no, there it is.
Hello, Kristen. Hello, how are you?
There she is, Kristen.
Can you? You had to bring her profile name up on the screen.
She's not first. She's not first.
Oh, she's not first?
No, we've got Rachel Childress first. So we're going to step into these now because we've been rambling on for about 38 minutes. But people, please keep sending your love hearts through, and also please make sure that you love the live and follow our pages and share us out. That would be really good. Kristen, we won't be long. You're second in the queue. Caroline, animals and children are my priority. Yeah, they are mine as well, Glennis. I just look at them and I think to myself, oh my God, you know, they're just so special. And one day they're going to be, I don't know, they're going to be us one day. I actually said to my grandson yesterday, I said to him, and he didn't know what to make of it. He didn't know what to do with it. I kind of said to him, I said, you know, one day you're going to grow up so big. And he said, I'm already big like this, he went, right? And I said, yeah, but you're going to grow up really big like Nana. And he said, yeah. And I said, one day you'll come and visit Nana and you'll have so much to tell me about what you're doing. I said, what do you want to do when you grow up? And he goes, a policeman. I want to be a policeman. And I said, and what else do you want to do? And he goes, nothing. And, you know, I kind of said to him, you're going to have so many things that you want to say to me. And he's kind of looking at me thinking, what did she mean by that? And I'll say, you'll come and see me when I'm old, when I'm really old, and you'll come and talk to me. And he didn't know what to do with that. So I thought, I'm so big and I'm so strong. Kept you guys a great class. All right, okay, so let's, Rachel, are you here somewhere? There she is there, but just let me know that you're here again for me, please. Yeah, but my Noah is only 4 years old, Tina. Charlie's 14 now, isn't she? Is she 13 or 14? I can't remember. Here she is. All right, Rachel, do you have any questions? I'm going to let Andrew, do you want to start, or do you want me to just dive into her energy?
I'll start. I'll just shuffle these cards quickly. Right. Rachel. So Rachel, just let me know if you have any children, because I've got what I'm picking up is I wouldn't say anything negative, but something's going on with one of the children. I think you got my gut intuition tell me you might have more, but I've got a feeling that regarding about a child, I'm getting this bit of negativity going around, but not to be fearful, but there's some negative energy, or it could be it could be something to do with school perhaps. Just let me know in the comment section. Okay. So to hear that, Rachel. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle these cards. Okay, so you actually got the Eight of Swords, which indicates there's maybe there's a situation or some situations happening around you at the moment, and you don't want to see or feel what's going on. and you think that your hands are tied and you're bound with these challenges or situation that's going on. But what they're saying is that you can set yourself free if you just take those blinkers off and unravel yourself, or what's the word for it? Set yourself free, and there is a pathway forward. So it's saying that you might be in your head a lot regarding about the situation, but they're saying that definitely there is a way out. You just have to think more clearer to get there or to find that pathway through. They're also saying rely on your intuition because you have the ability to see past the veil, and draw on your universal experience or your intuition in order for the situation to pass or for you to move past that sort of situation. Yeah, so but you're in that state of mind where you think you can't find a good path. So I'm not sure what the situation is. I don't want to tap into that because it is quite personal for you, and I don't want other people to read you. But what this card shows me is that there is a definite path forward, but you just have to. It's like you're putting that block on yourself. You're putting that block on yourself, thinking that there's no pathway forward, but there is. There is. You're not tied down to what's happening with you, and that's when the high priestess comes into it. And what she's saying is that use your intuition and your universal knowledge, because you do have that within you. Step outside or see past that veil or that illusion of that situation and see for what it is in order for you to move forward. Once you do that, there's going to be a shift of energy. See how the guys with the swords, he's the knight, he's charging forward into the charging forward. So that tells me there's going to be a change. So once you go through or go within to see yourself through this path, there is that major shift in energy, and you'll be able to tackle whatever challenge that's thrown your way with ease. But there is going to be that change for you coming up, as long as you draw on that inner strength and your intuition for that. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up for you. But it's saying that you are quite strong. You do know how to put your foot down with certain things or situations. You know how to lay your feet down. But what they're saying is you need to draw on that intuition or that inner knowledge or inner wisdom that you have. And see things for what it is, because only you can make that change. Even though the change is coming, it's up to you to do that. No one else can help you through that. That's where the untying of yourself and thinking that there's no way path forward. There is. You just have to go within or do the soul searching within to get past that step or get past that stage or whatever's happening in your life at the moment. I think once that happens, any other challenges that are thrown your way, if they're saying that you'll be able to tackle them head on without any fear, without any not just without any fear, but you'll be able to take on challenges that get thrown your way with ease and grace, and you'll be able to tackle that quite easy. So I hope that resonates with you, Rachel. But yeah. But you do have intuition there. It's just a matter of you looking into that. If it's faith, if you draw on your own faith or beliefs, draw on that. But that's going to be the key in order for you to step through or see the path forward. That's going to be the stepping stone or the unlocking of that path for you to move forward through. So thank you. Caroline, I'll leave it to you.
Rochelle, can you? I don't know how long ago it was that you lost your son, but I'm still feeling very emotional about it. And as a parent, as a mother, it's something that just doesn't leave your soul. It's like he is a part of who you are and always will be. You just lose a piece of yourself. So I don't know when you lost him, but it feels like it's yesterday to me. And as a parent, I kind of, I'm I have a lot of empathy, and I have a lot. My condolences go to you. I don't know when you lost him, but I feel like you are all over the place as a result of that, because you don't quite know what to do with the emotions of it. My guides are saying to me that you're working through them. Again, even if it's been a couple of years, or if it was a couple of months, or just a couple of weeks ago, I don't know. You will move through these emotions that you've got, and um, each day will become a little bit easier. I'm just picking up that you are wanting some type of message from him. Um, all I can say is that you're not alone. All right, he is with you, and please just know that when they reach the other side, when they move into this different dimension, when they become part of one, um, they have the capacity to be anywhere they want to be at the same time. There is no such thing as time. So, what Andrew was saying, I think, Andrew, you mentioned something about her head being all over the place and she's got a lot on.
It's like this. She's got the eight of swords, which as you probably know, it's just feels like she feels like she might be stuck, and
Yeah,
not maybe she feels like
yeah,
she's
well,
going to move
yeah.
forward.
I kind of get that with both of these cards, all right? I've
Yeah.
got the Tower card and I've got the Seven of Cups. So that tells me that there are a lot of things that you're moving through, that you're transitioning with at the moment, Rachel, on all levels. And I'm talking with some of the cards that I've got here are telling me that you need to start putting things into place for yourself, as hard as they may be. These actions that you put in for yourself will help you move past these tail moments that you're having. Just remember the base, okay? The base of this particular card is very, very strong. Okay, you're a strong person. You just don't feel strong about things that have been going on for you. Um, you have got a few decisions that you need to make. What I want to say to you is that the decisions that you will be making will be they will be good. All right, the decisions that you make will be the right ones for you. And my guides are saying that it's for you, not for everybody else. This is what you will take on board, and this is how you're going to do it with your life. So whatever is holding you back, there's a reason why you're sitting in it at the moment. um, what I want to say also is, don't push yourself through this too hard or too fast, because there are key things here that they want you to recognize in yourself that are beautiful qualities. Okay, so just take care with yourself. This is also causing you to have, I don't know, a disrupted sleep. It's like all of these things that are going on inside your head at the moment, all of these things that are happening to you are causing this at night time. You go to bed and you think to yourself, oh my God, I just want some fucking sleep. I just want to sleep. And it's like, I can't. And when I do get to sleep, I wake up. Just let me know if you're still here, Rachel, because I can't see you in the comments. Hopefully you're still here.
I think she's just. I think I've got a feeling she's just absorbing what you're telling her.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you have got the Wheel of the Year, which is the World card, basically. Um, they just want you to know that everything that you're going through, even as hard as it is for you to go through them, this is something that they need you to go through. And I don't even know. That's one of the hardest lessons in life, is to lose a child. Doesn't matter how long ago it was, it just feels like it's still yesterday. And this card keeps popping up to me that, you have a disrupted sleep. And mind you, having said that, people who, I don't know about you, Andrew, but I have a disrupted sleep, and I've been calling in to remember my dreams, which is pretty hard for me because as soon as I wake up, it's gone. But this disrupted sleep, you need more sleep. You need to ask your guides to help you sleep more. The dreams, the dreams that you may be having feel like it's pressure. Oh, you said that you dream a lot. Okay. Learners having just got a big message for you. I also work in my sleep on another plane. Yes, yes, absolutely. Rachel. I agree with that because I do the same thing. I actually had a conversation with somebody about this dream that I had the other night because I wasn't sure whether it was something that was a lesson for me that I could learn from or whether I was actually traveling into a different plane of existence. And I still can't figure it out because there was no need for the message that I pick up through my dreams for it to be in this plane of existence here. And then my guide said, well, we're taking you off world. We're stepping into a different dimension. And then I thought to myself, okay, I can take that on board as well. So there's two things I'm trying to sort out here. So yes, you may be going into another plane of existence, another lifetime, a parallel life, Rachel. And perhaps your son is there with you. I just get the feeling that was he young, Rachel? He's not appearing to me as young. He's appearing to me as a quite stable, a person who has they just feel like they're in control of where they were going and what they were doing, and it was kind of like his his departure or his exit or his leaving this particular world was abrupt. It wasn't something that was expected. Did you want to say something?
I could be wrong, but what I'm picking up that I'm getting depression or some sort of depression. But that's just me. The word I'm getting from my guides and stuff. So, is it like it's just a mental illness or that kind of thing? Let us know if you can, Rachel.
Your son has given you a lot while he was here, and he's going to give you even more now. That's what they're telling me. Hi, Jamie. That he's going to give you so much more now, Rachel. I don't know how to say that. Um, you are the wise owl, all right? And this is what all of what's happened to you in your past has created for you. But just know that you're actually looking from here, you're looking down at all of these things that have happened to you in your past. And what you're doing is you're working through every single one of them to figure out what they mean in your life. Yes, he has sent many messages. Yeah, and he will. He'll keep sending messages, and some of them you won't see, but he'll bring them back and he'll send them to you a different way, so you won't miss them. I think what they're asking you to do, Rachel, is this is giving you as cruel as this lesson is losing a child. They're asking you. This is what one of your it's a strength card, by the way, if you can't see that. I have trouble focusing on the live when I've got somebody beside me. I don't know why that is. But they're asking you to work through this strength card because that is what they need you to have. They want you to remind yourself how strong you are. And sometimes just be really careful about how you say things to people because it gets taken the wrong way. So just be careful with that. Okay, and there is no need to defend anything that you're doing in your life because it's your path, not somebody else's. You said that you couldn't find a good path before, Rachel. What I want to say to you is you are already on your path. Andrew, you mentioned something about her path and not knowing which direction to take. Was that
Yeah,
you or was that Rachel?
yeah, that was Rachel's. That was Rochelle. So it was the eight of swords. So
Yeah.
she doesn't, she feels like she's tied down or not be able to see the way forward, but it is there for her.
Yeah. And it's there for a reason, Rachel. You know, you've been stuck right in the middle of this, and it is hard to move forward with that particular lesson in life. Really hard. All I can say to you is that you will move yourself when you are ready. All right, you won't stay there because you're doing a lot of reflective work while you're there. Oh, look at that! I got that to focus. The Five of Cups. You are reflecting while you're in this space. It will happen for you. And the other thing is, I want you to just be mindful that you need to stand up for yourself. Where there's a situation that will be coming up for you shortly, Rachel, where you need to be able to stand up for yourself. And that's that courage card that I was talking to you about before, that strength card is going to come into play as well. All right. Whatever is coming up for you, you will need that strength that that this whole thing has given you. Hi, Rick. Yes, I got it, Miranda. Look at that. Look at that. Check that out, Rachel. There he is. There he is. That's just for you. He's coming to say hello. So, Rachel, that is all I have for you. I don't know what this predicament or this issue is that's going to come up for you, but they're just telling me that this situation will feel less like a mountain and more like a hill that you're going to be going up because of everything that you've been through. Because nothing is anywhere near as traumatic as what you've been through. So this is going to help you go through it. So just let me know if you've got. Let us know. Should I say if you have any questions that you'd like to ask Rachel?
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Rochelle. Just keep tapping into your intuition. Keep tapping into your gifts. Okay, because they're the things that are helping you through at the moment.
Protect yourself.
Yes, there is, darling. I had a class on this a little while ago that I taught people how to do that, and it would have been good if you could have come to that. But it's obviously it's not. It's finished now. But protect yourself. Are you talking about spiritually from other people? Yes, there is. Um, Lots of different ways. And what you can do for yourself at the moment, Rachel or Rochelle, is to go onto YouTube and ask or put the question in, how do I protect myself spiritually? And see what comes up. We all talk about, protecting ourselves with a bubble of white light or golden light, um, that is source, that is coming from source. That is an absolute must. Even when you do when you have candles going or you burn incense, anything like that will help you protect yourself. And crystals, I mean, loads of crystals. Like, which one would you like? I mean, I've got so many of them. You just get, just go get them all and surround yourself with them. Okay. Okay, Rachel. Love and light to you. Thank you so much for your donation. That was really lovely. We've got Kristen Blakesley up next, and then Miranda Panda. Nice to see you here, Jamie.
So Kristen is still here.
Hi, Chiquita. How you doing? Yeah, here she is. We're going to be spending all day on the internet today, I think, because Jamie had a live this morning, and some of the people that are on my live now were on her live. Kristen, you have you've got a few decisions that need to be made, woman. You're actually on the precipice of some sort of change. I don't know what this change is to do with, but it's like you have a decision that needs to be made. You're going to be moving in a different direction. You are going to create change. Decisions at a crossroads, and I have a feeling that beautiful, wise old self, this person, and I did shuffle the deck, guys. This beautiful old wise owl is in the tree, which is you, and you're going to be making these decisions for yourself. You know, that new way of being, that new sense of self, that change that's coming in for you. The change that's coming in for you. You know, your whoever, whatever. Look at all of the shit that's been happening because of this. Like I said to the person beforehand, you're up here, you're looking down at all this crap that's been going on for you. Okay, look at how many stabs in the back you got from all of this. And look where you're still sitting. And every time you get stabbed again, even if it was, you know, if they started all over again, you're watching from above and you go, yeah, keep going, mate, keep going, because you're not going to affect me. You're not going to affect me. It's just making things so much easier for me to understand. And yeah, it's a good place to be. So you're just going to walk away from this feeling like you're a new person, feeling like you've dealt with all of this bullshit, and that's just going to change. You're light in your own way, Kristen. You know, you are the hermit. You have so much knowledge. You've accrued so much knowledge because of this journey that you've been on. And, you know, I get the Six of Swords, which is telling me that things are going to be a lot better for you. You've plugged up so many holes. You've done more damage control than most people would do from your past. So, you know, this damage control, that you're going to ride it, you're going to drive your canoe into these calmer waters, and you know you're going to get to the banks on the other side, and you're going to pull them out and plug up those holes, because you won't need those swords in there anymore. You've done so well. And then you get the Magician card. You know, this is you, Kristen. Things are going to be shifting for you, and you're going to be able to do so much more, because you won't feel like you've got somebody looking over your shoulder all the time. The burdens that you're going to be picking up, that you've picked up along the way, to do with your private life. They're telling me that sometimes this is reflected on your business life, and it is actually giving you this to move through your business. And it kind of like it's a ripple. It goes from one to the other. It goes from your business to your home to your business. They want you to be, if you could, sit in gratitude, which I know is really hard when somebody like that does things like that to you. And this is what he's doing. He's being a little bitch, this person, and he doesn't even understand the concept of consequences. But it is giving you so much strength, even though you've got your head down because you're waiting for the next great big stone to pull you up. You've got this covered. You've got it covered. Okay, you're intuitive about this. You know what's happening. You understand when something doesn't feel right and what you could be doing about it. Just know that you're on the right track. Andrew.
Okay, yes, similar to what you got, Caroline, but what the initial was telling me is that you've gone on a new direction somewhere, so something's changed with your. I'm not sure if it's to do with career or what you're passionate about or drive. I've got a sense of new direction, and you're quite an active person. Um, what they're saying is that you draw on that drive and passion of what you have in order for you to become successful in what you do. I get a sense that there's not a new project, but something new is happening, or you've done something different. What they show me, you got the Seven of Wands, which indicates there's been you might be faced with a lot of pushback or some obstacles, but it's up to you to draw in the inner strength or inner passion in order to overcome those obstacles and plan on how you want to move forward with them. They're saying it's only I've got you as the Queen of Wands, which indicates that you'll be able to drive on your own desire and strength and passion to get where you are. So it's going to be an optimistic time. What they show me, what they also tell me is that you're quite charismatic. You're quite good at what you do. So you're sort of in a creation mode. So you're sort of creating what you want in your life. That's what I'm getting. You're in that creation mode, or you're in the middle of in doing it. You might be facing those obstacles that are coming your way, or there might be a lot of pushback. But in the future, you'll be able to sit back and allow that flourish of perhaps finances or what you hold value. You planted the seeds for later on for that growth to reaping those rewards and reaping that the things that you sowed in the past. So yeah, I just get an overall sense of that there is a sense of new direction that's happening for you. If it's already underway. I think you've changed something in what you've been doing previous years. I think you're going for what you're passionate about and what your drive is. But they're saying there might be some of those obstacles that will stop you or try to pull you back. But it's up to you how you plan it and how you execute those that experience in order to be successful. That's pretty much what I'm getting for you, Kristen. So, but they tell me that that it is a positive outcome for you, but it's up to you to move yourself forward, or for you to continue that drive that you have, or draw in that drive and that strength for that positive outcome. So what else are they trying to tell me? They're saying perhaps be outdoors. I think that's where you thrive a lot as well. So I'm not sure if you might be a quite adventurous person, but what they're saying to me is that you thrive a lot when you're in the outdoors, when you're on an adventure. I'm getting that active lifestyle. So perhaps do that. Keep doing what you're doing. That's where you're going to find your inspiration as well, or that drive to keep persevering through. But don't worry about any obstacles. They're saying don't worry about the obstacles that are getting pushed back your way, or things that you have to overcome, because you'll do that with ease and grace. There's no issues there. Stay grounded. Stay grounded in your approach. Stay grounded. Think methodically, and have the proper places and processes in place in order for you to achieve what you set out to achieve. I think from there it's going to be a positive outlook. They're showing me like a sun, like a bright sun. It's like, and to me that could tell me that it's optimistic outlook. and it's just shining through, a beautiful orange yellow sun shining through. So definitely stay grounded in your approach, but keep persevering, because this is whatever you're doing now that you've done differently to previous times. It's the right move that you made. But yeah, so I hope that helps, Kristen. So thank you.
It's funny that Andrew should mention something about grounding, because that was, I've got in great big capital letters underneath your name, ground, Kristen. And this particular, and as I was thinking that, this particular card came up. It's called Earth Magic, and it's card number 1. Hopefully that will, I don't know if that's going to, it's not going, oh yeah, there it is, Earth Magic. And if you could just look at this, Kristen, all right, because the message is that you need to trust the seeds that you've planted. Right? Everything is in good hands. The earth is conscious, so they want you to ground to the earth. The sources of love. They're doing their part on your behalf. Everything is being actioned. Things are being worked out on your behalf. So please don't ever think that the universe has left you, or your guides, your spirit guides, whoever have left you, because it takes time to put these things into place. They're asking you to slow down as well. They're asking, and I know that Andrew was saying you're an active person, and I know you're an active person, but what they're wanting you to do is, can you please take a step back and just observe? Even if you find it hard to do, Kristen, which I'm pretty sure you do, what they want you to do is just sit back and just observe. They want you to look. They want you to listen. They want you to hear the humming of the universe. They just want you to do that. Just trust that they've got your back. Okay, trust that they've got your back. They're saying to me that there's plenty of time for you to tend to that garden that you've got. All right, whether that's on a metaphysical level or a physical level, you've got time. You have got time. All right, it's not going to be taken away from you. It's all there. So go out and ground, Kristen. This is for you. Look at that. I mean, she is a living, breathing, how do we say it, entity. She's a living, breathing, we live on her, we live with her. So ground to her, give her your cares, give her your worries. If you can't give it off to one of your angels, give it to her. When you step back, I want you to look in and see yourself. I want you to observe, and I want you to feel how it feels to be a part of that. Okay? See you into you. See me, I see. Into me, I see. So look into yourself when you're doing this. So important. I grabbed today outside barefoot. Yes. 40, is that 40 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit? I have a feeling you mean Fahrenheit, Kristen.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, darling.
She's a natural born leader, by the way. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. She's a leader.
Yes.
She knows how to lead people, so that's quite strong within her.
Fahrenheit. So you guys have to realise that we're on the other side of the planet, and we are in centigrade, and we have decimals, and we're always ahead of you in time.
No worries.
All right. Okay. Love and light, Kristen. Thank you so much for your donation, Kristen. And it's really nice to see you. I know that, normally on Fridays I do my lives at 7:30 at night time, which is probably another 6 hours from now. So you guys probably be asleep at that particular point. So it is nice to catch up with all of the people here today that don't usually come onto the live regularly, should I say. So, Rick, you're back to your old account. 40 degrees is 4.44444 degrees. Oh, yes. Because 30 is it 32, Andrew? 32 degrees is centigrade, Fahrenheit is freezing point. Is it 32? I'm sure
I think
it's
so.
32. So yeah, it is. That's really cold. Really cold. I don't know if my feet can actually handle that. Caroline, you need to do more lives at this time. Yeah, Penny, I've got to organise one with you and Chandra again for April, so I'll get into the group chat and organise that. Yes, 32 is zero. Okay, I thought so. Right, so Miranda Panda or Miranda, what's I think it is. Miranda, are you clear?
Miranda?
Anybody else with the donations? So please, if you want to pop a donation through, please do. Miranda.
She's here.
I think for some reason, Andrew, we're going to do this in tandem. So if you need to butt in, but I will as well. I'm just picking up, Miranda, that you have you're hiding who you are. I just pick up that you're hiding your true self, and that it's hard for you to speak up. And they keep showing me a mask. All right, so that tells me, in part that you're hiding, that you find it extremely difficult to, or shy about yourself. What they need you to do is come out, because if you keep being this shy person, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what they're telling me. Your boundaries, your boundaries are going to be tested. Being a shy person, it's hard for people that are shy to speak up and be heard. So, one of your lessons in life, this is what I'm being told, is for you to learn how to speak up. Just let me know if this is something that is resonating with you. I don't know whether this is something that you like doing, but they're telling me that you like to be around fire pits or fireplaces, and you like to be around people. Yes, a part of me still wants to hide. Miranda, they're showing me a fireplace, or in our reality now, like a fire pit, like you like sitting around a fire pit or fireplace, and talking to people, but you listen rather than participate. I want you to start participating. Yes, ma'am, I do. So, okay, so the fire pit is giving you, having the people around you is giving you the ability to be able to speak, because people don't hear enough of you, all right? I'm just getting told your boundaries are going to be tested. This is a part of yourself that they want you to be more in balance with. They want you to speak a little bit more. And I don't know how old you are, Miranda, but they're saying that this is something that if you keep going the way you are at the moment, they're going to keep testing you until you start speaking up and you stop hiding. And they're telling me so that there is something else that needs to be let go. You're holding on to something that happened to you when you were quite young, and they're saying that they want you to let that go. Um, I, I'm seeing you, Miranda, in a room where you feel alone. They're showing me you in a room and you're alone, and you're looking around thinking, well, who the fuck? And you're not saying that to yourself. I'm just saying that. Who is there for me? Who can I count on to be in my world? It just feels lonely in this room. what they want you to do is step outside of that door, because you're the one that is going to be able to get yourself out of that door, i.e., don't be so protective of yourself, i.e., speak up, start talking. Miranda, just let me know if this is resonating with you. Yes, oh my goodness. It just feels a little bit lonely in that room. So what they're saying, Miranda, is that these things that you've been going through in your life, if you're not already aware, are life lessons that will keep coming to you, and you will go through each of these. And it might feel hard for you at the moment, but every time you go through a lesson, the next one will be a little bit more easier for you to go to, and the next one after that, and the one after that. But you already, because you're here, because you're doing spiritual things and getting readings, you are becoming more in touch with that side of yourself. So you can't unknow this, right? You can't unknow what you know now. So having said that, start working through these processes. And when you start working through the processes, you will actually find life a little bit easier. Like if you're quiet, just start talking to people, start getting out there and trusting who you are more. Be and even with this card here, it's got this. It's card number 22, and it's got here tender embrace. Look at the two elephants. And I'm seeing this as two sides of yourself. One side and the other side. And you need to be there for you. You need to be there for yourself. Just embrace who you are, and just know that you're a part of the universe here. You are a part of one. I am a part of you. Andrew is a part of you. We are part of who you are. You are maybe a separate entity in this world, but you are still part of one. All right. And again, into me, card number 8. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the book, because this is intriguing me. Maybe there's something I've missed here, but that you need to be able to see yourself. So I'm just going to have a look at it and see what it's saying for you. Okay, so it's saying here the key concepts here are intimacy, trust in another, dropping your shields, which is everything that basically I've been talking about, and having better boundaries, which is also something I've said, to allow the connection, a willingness to be vulnerable. So be that vulnerable person, Miranda, that you are, because that is the special part of your humanness. This is the special you. This is who you are. And what it says is, a certain precious moments, you're called into a deep and meaningful connection with the world or another person. A magical affinity arises with the kind of intimacy that in turn encourages greater understanding of yourself. The relationship that you've got, whether it be with yourself or with another person, is kind of like acting as a mirror for you. And it helps you see the patterns that you've got. So what it reflects about you can further your own personal evolution. That's what this book is saying to you. Now is the time for you to take a risk by connecting with another person or with that other side of yourself. So if you're not with somebody, connect with that other side of yourself. And they also want you to recognize when you do that, to see how far you've come. All right. And they want you to breathe. Keep breathing. I'm not even going to read the rest of that, but they just want you to see into yourself. They want you to look at how beautiful you are. Look at this card. It's just exceptional. You forget this, right? And you're also, I just pick up that you're also a very intuitive person. And that's sometimes the reason why you sit back and don't say anything, because you observe people and you're taking this on board. Okay, Miranda, I'm going to hand you over to Andrew.
Hi, Miranda. I hope you're well. Initially, what I got was innocence. So there's a sense of innocence about you. But also, you're quite childlike. So when someone gets to know you, you're quite playful and quite childlike at times. You're someone that sort of won't hurt a fly. So when I say you're innocent, you don't like to hurt other people or anything like that. And what I'm picking up on as well is that you're, I'm not sure if you are aware or not, but I think if you are aware, you have the ability of healing. So I think you transmute a lot of energy. Hence, that's why Caroline, when she mentioned how you take on a lot, that's what healers do. They take on a lot and they transmute that. And one healer knows another healer trusts me. You can tell by the profile picture. That's why I have their picture up so I can read their faces. I've got you previously. You've taken on a gamble, or there's a like you got the Wheel of Fortune, so it indicates that you took on a risk previously or leading up to this point with a situation. It could have been the situation probably with other people or where you need to go in your next step. The Ace of Pentacles was drawn, which indicates the sense of innocence, and you hold what you find value, either financially or what you hold value in your life. So this could indicate, family, friends, people, that kind of thing, or what you hold value to you. But I think this gamble that you've taken, it's led you to some choices that the choice is going to be coming up for you. So sort of the outlook is going to be there's going to be a choice that you need to make in moving forward. You don't know where it's going to plan out or where it's going to go, but they're saying that you're going in there blind, but you're also guarding your heart. So it's telling me that there's going to be a choice that's going to affect you personally, and it's going to affect your heart or your heart energy or that kind of thing. So whatever choice that you make, I think the choice that you are going to make, it's going to lead to a bit of confrontation or a bit of conflict. So it could be your own inner battles with your own self or with other people. So there's going to be not a battle, but when I use these words, I made them more physically. I don't make them so strong on the side, but there's going to be some internal conflict or conflict with other people. So whatever risks or whatever gamble you've taken in the best interest for yourself as a being or individual. The outcomes, it's not going to be. I've got a feeling the outcome's not going to be great. There's going to be a bit of hurt for you, but with that hurt, there's going to be a sense of rebirth. So, in order for this cycle to happen in your life at the moment, it's going to lead a bit of it is going to lead a bit of hurt for you. But those decisions, choices that you made in sort of today's energy at present, it will lead you to a better outcome. So it's going to be a sense of you're leaving that behind. You're going to leave that hurt behind, and there's going to be a chance for new growth and a new understanding. So whether this whether you're innocent in a party or innocent in a situation that's going on, whatever choice that you make, there's not going to be a positive outcome, like an easy outcome in either choice that you made. But it's going to be the right one, even though it's going to affect you on an emotional level, because that had to happen for a rebirth for you to experience. So there's going to be that rebirth afterwards, which is going to lead to a better outcome for you. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. But like Caroline said, you are quite intuitive, and I feel that you're a transmuter, a healer of some sort. Yeah. So you have some abilities there around it for you, but it's how you want to embrace it, or if it's something that you want to where you want to go moving forward. But whatever's happening for you, I would say next 3 months to a year, it's going to be a bit of discomfort or a bit of emotional upset for you, but it has to happen in order for a better outcome. Because there's no way of walking through a fire unless you walk through it to get to the better side at the other end, and that's where you're heading. You're heading towards a side where it's going to be better for you eventually. So um, that's what I was picking up for you, Miranda. So yeah, thank you. Thanks for letting us read you, but keep being you. Keep being innocent and playful and childlike when it comes to. I know that's part of you when you're with your family or friends, that kind of thing. There is that you come out of your shell a bit. Yeah. So keep doing that because that's what's going to keep you in high spirits, and that's what's going to see you through whatever's going to happen for you in the next few months. So thank you, Miranda, and hopefully that resonated with you.
I keep getting the word channel. Miranda, do you have? Yeah. Andrew says that you have healing abilities. I'm picking up that you're intuitive. I think this is just your whole picture here, Miranda. Can you just tell me if you have any gifts, Miranda? Because I don't believe that I've read for you before. And if Andrew is picking up you as a healer and I'm picking you up as being intuitive, and also that you channel, that you could be a medium and you don't even recognize that you're doing it. Pardon me. You do have gifts. Okay. All right. So, okay. Sorry. This is from my guides. Even though you're a young soul, even though you are a young person in this world, you're an old soul. You have evolved more than a lot of people that you surround yourself with. Um, they want you to understand that part of the purpose of you being in the group of people that you're with at the moment is so that you can enlighten them, so that you can challenge them with your beliefs. But part of that is coming out of yourself. Part of that is being your more authentic you so that you can give them these messages. Use the time that you've got with these people. You suss them out. You feel the energy. You can be in a room and all. I mean, a lot of us people who are empaths can pick up the energy in a room, and it's like you're picking up the energy in the room when you walk in. You pick up people's energy around the fire pit. The fire pit or the fire is something that you like to do to calm the energies down, and this is what you do. You have an impact on people, and you don't even realize it. Mm. Yeah. Okay, Tom. Lovely of you to copy in from bus driver. My bus driver. So start using that intuitive part of yourself. And that decision that Andrew was talking about before I showed you this card. May I ask if this bottle is more so if this battle is more so within me. The reason, part of, I mentioned to you before that I saw you in a room when you were quite young and you felt alone. All right, so that tells me already that this has something to do with somebody else. You felt like you were alone. You felt like you were basically abandoned, or not abandoned so much as rejected, and it hurts in here. So this is a battle that you have to, and I don't know whether this person is still around you, but if they are, just being able to talk about this with somebody actually helps you move through it and then past it. But it is also part of yourself, right? This is how you came into this world. This is what you're meant to deal with. It will take you to places that that you don't know about yet. So start working with them because you are quite gifted. and you just work through them. It doesn't matter that you're young, you're an old soul, like you know shit, you know things that other people don't know. And it's up to you. It's part of your path is imparting that knowledge to other people. So please work with whoever it is that hurt you in your past. And if you can't work with them, do it on your own. Do it with somebody that you care for. Do it with somebody that you trust. But also work with that inner child.
Yeah, what I'm picking up from the cards that I drew, that it was a difference of opinion, or when I say battle, I don't mean like a world war or anything like that, but more of a it could be like a disagreement or a bit of hurt there. But I've got a feeling it's with somebody else or with other people in general, which is going to lead you. It's going to lead you through your own inner, not inner knowing, but it's going to lead you in a better place. So it's happening outside yourself. Whatever's going on or whatever's going to happen, it's going to be outside of you, but it's going to affect you in a way that it'll make you go within. If that makes any sense.
So Miranda, from me, what I want to finish off this reading for from on my part is this particular card, which is quite appropriate because it was the next card that was up. It's card number 44, right? Now it's talking about the divine matrix. And the key concepts of this particular card is the realm of spirit, the knowledge that we are all divine beings, part of a tapestry, so to speak. You know, we're weaving our dreams into the fabric of society, hence your friends, all right? It's all about synchronicities, learning to trust the way things unfold. All of this is going to be happening for you. So I want you to just look at this particular card while I read this from the book. And it's saying, do you ever wonder how synchronicities have come together? These meaningful coincidences move life forward in ways we might not even understand at the time. We can get trapped in the idea that the world is a place of separate parts with space in between, because the true quantum spiritual nature of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You are not separate from what you desire to manifest. Everything is intrinsically connected within the vast web of life. So, you know, as I said before, we are a part of who you are. You are a part of everything else, but yet you stand alone in this world, right? You are not ever alone. Um, Even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experiences is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose to find it, to use it. Okay? Life operates from life's terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum. You are surrounded by a multitude of realities, and, you know, hence your guides. They're in a different reality. They're standing there. They're waiting for you to use them. There are gifts that you've got that, you know, you can move into more, so that you can so that you can step into a more authentic version of you. Um, it's just the divine matrix. It's just who we are, what we're doing here. So please take that all on board and work with it, because you are a gifted person, Miranda. And here they go again. Love and light to you, Miranda. That's a lot to take on board, I think, for you. If you want to go back, I think I've written the timestamp as 1.20. I think we did start a little bit before that. So if you want to go back after the live and just have a re-listen to it, start at 1 hour and 20 minutes into the live. Okay? Yeah, hang on a minute. Hang on, I've got to talk to my puppies.
Hello, Amanda. How are you? Just on YouTube. So thanks, Miranda. Much love as well, and thank you for letting us read you as well.
Yes, we've actually caught up. So if anybody else would like a donated reading, please pop your donation through. We will do a few. We've got a few people sitting in the background there that yeah, my puppies. I don't like them when they bark though. I don't like it when they bark. Teaching them and it's all Charlie's fault.
Is she the orchestrator of it all?
So she thinks it's okay to bark.
Yeah.
And it's not okay. And poor Indy sits back there when she starts barking after Charlie starts barking, and then she thinks she's in trouble. And it's so sad because she just looks at me as if to say, "It wasn't me. It wasn't me." No, it's not only pay only, but we appreciate any donations that are coming through, Amanda. We really do. It's an exchange of energy. Any messages that are coming to you, if you have any questions, will be very, very brief. Annette, you keep appearing up to me. What is it that's going on for you, Annette? You would like a small message, Annette.
Annette, I'm sensing that there's a bit of a, not turmoil, but there's a bit of something's going on within your life at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm picking up a bit of hurt, a bit of frustration. Oh, okay. Maybe not, but
with that, I'm just the words I'm picking up for that, Andrew, are there's power in your purpose, Annette. Whatever you have been manifesting into your life is coming about, but it's come from a place where it didn't feel so good. I need a message from Spirit, anything. Okay, sorry, we're just doing Annette at the moment. Any donations would be gratefully received. It's pinned at the bottom of the chat. Brianna, I'll be with you in a minute, darling. I feel it. Yeah, it's just like power. There's power in your purpose, all right? You are, I just get that you're being driven somewhere. Not driving as in driving, but I'm just picking up that you are driving yourself somewhere and there's purpose in it. There's power in it. So keep going with that. Yeah, it was. Okay.
yeah. Can I just respond to?
Yeah, go for it.
These are the cards I've drawn. So the previous card was the Ten of Swords. So that's anything that's happening leading up to this point. So maybe you feel like, things were getting on top of you, some challenges or anything like that. Maybe that's what I was picking up on. And that it's led to a new beginning for you. So maybe something was all wrong leading up to this point, which is, like you said, 2 months ago. But it was, but it's led to you to be in a better position now than you were before. To this day, there might be some obstacles that you have to sort of move past and reflect on, and see how you want to move forward. But it's going to lead to a better outcome. So the outcome of what's been happening leading to this point is there's going to be a fresh new start, a new beginning. Yeah. So the toxic people probably have stabbed you in the back, as that card represented there. So that's probably what I was picking up on leading to this point, that there's been perhaps a bit of negativity or something that's probably went wrong, but that could be the toxic people that has led you. But the outcome's going to be quite different. So you're going to be like an overflow of emotion. It's going to be in a better position. It's going to be a sense of peace and calm, but it's going to lead you to a fresh new start or new lease in how you feel about things. Sorry, Carol, sorry to.
That's okay. Amanda, I tune into your energy, and this is just very quickly. I'm just seeing you above the world. Did you lose somebody recently, Amanda? I'm seeing you not in this world at the moment. I feel like you've removed yourself from things, that you are floating above the world, like you don't belong here. I'm not quite sure what this feeling is at the moment, but they're saying that you need to just come back down to earth. You need to ground yourself. You need to be able to live in this world, to understand it. You told me not to give up. Good on you. Good on you, Annette. Don't ever give up. Um, and Amanda, if you're still here, they're giving me the word challenges as well. Come back down to earth. Ground. So hopefully you did get that message, Amanda. Just let me know if you did, and if it resonates with you, that would be really good. Now, Brianna, please tell me how you're feeling. Are you still where I think you are, or are you out of hospital? Just let me know, Brianna. Things didn't turn out the way that you expected them to, but it's still okay. It's still so much better than what it was before. This is what they're telling me. I am at hospital. Okay, all right. So you're still there. You're still being taken care of. Brianna, breathe, Brianna. Breathe, Brianna. Just know that you're not on your own. Even though it feels like you're on your own, you are not alone. I can just see the whole room filled up with your guides and your angels, and everybody has been sending you positive energy. So this has got to create something for you. Just knowing that people are there for you, even though you haven't met half of these people, and it is in the spiritual community. People are there for you. You will not be alone through this. Even when you go home to recuperate, you will be okay. It will be okay. They're telling me that you may have to do things differently, Brianna. I don't know what that means, because I have actually, I'm so sorry, I've forgotten what you went in there for. But they're saying that things need to be done differently. I'm just picking up this card here for you at the moment, Six of Cups. So that tells me that things will even feel different for you. So hopefully, Brianna, I hope that helps you. Anybody that you want to pick out, Andrew?
Just have a look through the names. Okay. Yes, maybe Josephina.
Joshfina.
Josephina.
Joshfina, yeah.
So Josephina.
Sorry, Andrew. Linda, if you haven't liked our pages, can you please go through and like our pages? Because I don't think I've seen you here before. If you're requesting a free reading, part of the exchange is liking or following both of our pages before you ask. And that applies for Ken So You as well.
So Josephina, I'm getting Mother Earth feeling. If that makes any sense. I'm getting a sense of you're in touch with nature. You're very well connected. You are pretty up in the ascension. So I'm not sure. There's something that's holding you back with the extension, whether you are already there or going through the extension. But I'm getting that there's a big sense of animals being around you, and a lot of you in touch with nature, in touch with that kind of thing. So you're on the right path to get where you need to get. But I just feel like something's lacking or something's missing that you're not seeing, or you're overseeing. I can see you smiling. I can see this person smiling and not giggling, just smiling because they sort of know what I mean. Yeah, so I think you got the Nine of Pentacles, which suggests, by that you're in touch with your surroundings, you're in touch, you're well grounded, which I was sort of picked up on, and you got a lot to offer people as well. You do hold a lot of wisdom and a lot of nurturing aspects of yourself, but but something is holding you back a little bit. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's a situation or a belief, or an opinion that's sort of stopping you from, or conditioning. Something like that's holding you back from fully reaching that. But you are very nurturing, very kind. You've been, I don't think you've been through like a lot of trauma, but I think you understand how the universe works. You are connected. And that's what I'm getting. It's like you're one with the earth. It's amazing. It's beautiful to see, like a shaman, almost like. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up on for you, Josephina.
Grounding. You can do any number of things to ground yourself, Amanda, and hopefully that what I said to you before about being, coming back to earth. I think just go outside and just take your socks and shoes off and just get out there and ground. Feel all of that negative energy. Feel the energy that no longer serves you disappearing into Mother Earth, because she will transmute that into energy that can be useful for even yourself. She'll take it out, she will accept it, and then she will give it back to you as positive white light. She will give it back to you as energy that you can use. Don't sit, just your head is in the clouds at the moment. That's all I've got. And Lockie, you can have both. You can. My guides is telling me that it's important for you to. I think part of the reason you feel like you need to move on, so moving into a new premises would be good, because I actually do believe that where you are at the moment has served you. It was a transition. It was somewhere that you were meant to go to until your new place was ready for you, all right? And that couldn't happen until these changes were happening with you. So just understand that a holiday can be got anytime, but your new place is coming to you, and you need to make sure that you've got everything in place in order for you to step into that. I feel as though I need to be in a different ground while grounding. On a different ground. How do you mean, Amanda? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Just not on concrete. Not on concrete, not in a building. It needs to be. Go hug a tree. You will actually feel it. If you put your arms around a tree, you will feel it taking the energy that doesn't serve you anymore. You can't not feel it. Thank you for giving us your name, Brenda. You have anything for Brenda?
Nothing's coming through.
No, I'm not.
I'm sort of focused on Lockie. Sorry, mine's still there.
Go for it.
But I'm sensing that holidays is good for you, but I think what Caroline said is right. I think you need to put your priorities, what you need to do first, into play. I'm sensing maybe, are you thinking about going overseas, perhaps, Lockie, or just local? Because I've got a feeling overseas holiday. I'm seeing water, whether it's cruise, but I'm getting overseas. What they tell me, it'll be great for you. but what Helen said as well is true. You need to. It's good to go on holidays, but there has to be that sense of you have to have the priorities first, which
follow through.
Follow through, but I'm getting water for some reason. I'm seeing an overseas thing.
See beyond. See beyond.
I've got a feeling that it's been one of the best things you've done as well. That's what they're telling me. It's one of the best things he will do. I'm getting. It's one of the best things he will do. something like that.
And it will come. Your holidays will come, Lockie. Like I said, you've been through an awful lot. You are still going through a lot. But you are understanding now more so than before how much better you are coping with things, how much better you are dealing with the changes that are going on for you. So, go figure, mate. I mean, you're also a young soul, but you're not. You're such a fucking old soul, Lockie. Seriously. Like I said to who was it before? Miranda. Such a young person, and such a heavy. It feels like such a heavy burden that you guys are carrying. Just let go. Just shift it. For fuck's sake, you guys are doing so much better than I ever was when I was 21, 22, 25. I was still going out getting drunk. I was, like, oh my God, give me people. I couldn't get enough people. I didn't like being on my own. I mean, look at me now. I'm a freaking hermit. Okay, so people, share us out because there's not very many of you in the background. Would love for you people to share us out. And please, Radha Priya Moffat in the background. I can see you sitting in the background. Come say hello. Please keep sending the love hearts through the live. Getting messenger bombed. Oh, you are? Is that through somebody that doesn't exist, Chiquita? People, if you're getting messages from a supposed me, look at the way it's spelt. Right? If they're asking you to be a friend and they're sending friend requests to you or telling you that you can have a reading, do not answer it. Right? This is not something that I do. I have you on YouTube and Facebook, so you're in stereo. Very good, Chiquita, very good. No, it was not. Okay, right. Right on. Very, very quick message, Radha. You're doing way too much. All right, you need to slow down the pace a little bit. You're there for everybody else, and you need to be there for yourself. Yep, absolutely. Well, they're telling me that you're actually doing too much in your life and that you need to step back yourself. So if you're feeling this energy out, that's great. They want you to do that with your life as well. Yes, it's not your first rodeo. No, I get it. And a lot of us are in that situation, Chiquita. One would think that they would have realised that by now. Hi, Kathleen. How you doing? Chiquita, they asked me to pull a card for you. Are you still here, woman? Hey, Claire Bear. Hey, Farida Ali. Chiquita, they asked me to pull a card for you. Beyond the ordinary. And the key concepts behind this are the mystical, ineffable part of life, trusting the invisible world without understanding it, recognizing that some things cannot be known in advance and are meant to be. Shush, you guys, be quiet. Wait. What was I saying? That it doesn't have to be grasped. It doesn't have to be understood intellectually, and that some things won't make sense to you. But they're asking you, what did I do? No, Chiquita, I didn't do anything, woman. They just told me to draw a card for you. Okay, so they want you to understand this beyond the ordinary. It's the the world that we live in now, it's defined by our memories, all right? They want you to see past that. They want you to see past the intellect. They want you to see past the five senses that you've been given. And they Chiquita, are you why are they telling me that you need to step more into your spiritual world? I was just talking to somebody about that. Journeying to the upper and lower world is interesting. Okay, all right. The two worlds, it's almost like the mystical world, the mystics of the world, the light workers of the world, and the 3D world. They're two totally different parts of our humanness, and they want you to see past that, almost full mesa carrier. You've got so much going on in your head at the moment, Chiquita. Why do I feel that they're telling me that you need to get more involved in your spirituality? Say what again, woman? You know I don't remember what I've said. How can you ask me to say all that again? They're saying to you that they want you to recognize this. Okay. Recognize that there are some things that you can't know in advance, and some things that can't be understood with your intellect. It broke up in a second. Oh, it's all good. Okay, all right. And you can sit there until you're blue in the face and trying to understand something from an intellectual perspective, but it's not going to work. That's what they're saying. So look beyond the ordinary. Don't try and intellectualize it. They want you to look past that and just accept it. Okay, that's what I have for you.
Second time here.
Do you have anything for Farida?
For who? Farida?
Farida? Yeah. Intuitively? Yes. They're on all of us lately, Chiquita. It won't be a card, Farida. It will just be an intuitive message. Andrew's linking with your energy at the moment.
I'm getting, when I tune into it, I'm getting drawn to, I believe it's a she. I'm getting drawn to the relationship she has. I'm not sure if she's married or partnered, but I'm getting, there's happiness there. So she's actually, she's sitting in a good position at the moment. She's saying, yeah. With you, Farida, I'm getting conflicting information. So what I'm initially picking up is there may be an issue or an opinion or something like that between you and your married partner, but also picking up there's a happiness. So there's no problems in the marital sense. What I'm picking up there's all nothing major is happening with you, Farida. Everything's running smoothly in your sort of in your energy in your home life. I can tell that you're very family orientated. There is problems, okay. I can see that there's with your life in general. There's no issues there, but like there could be problems in your marital. Is this person that you're married to, are they quite strong and quite opinionated in what they believe and like certain things done their way? Yeah, I'm in a narcissist marriage. Run. That's my thing. Abusive marriage. Yeah. That's why I'm getting conflicting informations. was visually picking up there's something going on between her and the marriage. Then I doubt myself. This is the problem. I doubt myself, and when I drew the card, it's showing happy family or happy. It's got the ten of cups. So maybe there's a persona of portraying there's a happy family, but there's an issue there with your spouse. I'm getting this person's quite controlling. They like done things a certain way. They're sort of the boss. Yeah, maybe 6 times. I would suggest if you're not happy, find ways to make yourself happy. It's entitled to you how you want to. It's up to you how you want to proceed it. But if I was with a narcissist, I would look at ways of separating. Because no matter what happens, they'll always play the victim. Or always go, they've done this to me instead of the other way around. Yeah. Do you pick up anything, Caroline?
No, you've said everything that I want to say. Unless you'd like an in-depth reading, Farida, there's not much more that we can say about that. You already know what you need to do. It's just going to be harder for you to actually physically step through all of this. As you said, you've been separated 6 times, and each time you've come back together. So the pattern is repeating. It's going to be up to you, Farida, to break that cycle for yourself in this lifetime, because you've got a lot of good shit waiting for you. Now you just need to put it into place. Can you hear Indy in the background? Listen.
Yeah, I can hear that. I thought there was music playing.
No. All right. So there was somebody else here, Kathleen Cardillo. Are you still here, Kathleen? Just let me know in the comments if you are. Yeah, the health issues and the depression are all coming from the relationship. Your body is manifesting these because of the relationship. You know what to do. It's just going to be hard for you to do it. So, Kathleen, it feels like a bomb's just been good. It just feels like an emotional bomb's been set off for you, Kathleen. I don't know what because this is something new that they've given me. It's just like all of a sudden, all of this explosion of energy is just coming out. Just keep repeating your questions, Claire. It just feels like there's a lot of emotions that have been penned up for all of these years, and all of a sudden it's just I get this explosion of energy that's being released. Now, they want you to keep releasing all of this because this has been pent up for many years, and the only way you're going to be able to move forward is by releasing that. All right, so keep going. It's just that when you release that energy, what I want you to do is close yourself down with a bubble of white light so that negative energy can be transmuted by one of your guides, by Archangel Michael, whoever, Gabrielle. Just don't reabsorb this energy, okay? Don't bring it back to yourself. Just keep letting it go. Keep letting it go. Keep working through it. That's what I've got for you, Kathleen. Yes, is who here? Yes, she is here. Who are you talking to, Rick? I had a phone call. I'm back, Groovers. All right, so is anybody else wanting to put through a donation? A quarter of a duck's back. You're so very welcome, Kathleen. Keep going, woman. Keep going. You needed this.
Is it Chiquita?
Chiquita. As in, Chiquita.
Yeah. What I'm picking up for is that she needs to go inwards. Whatever she's going through at the moment, it's going to lead for her to go inwards and to reflect. It's like the Hermit card. What I'm sensing is that there's going to be a sense of finding your own inner light in order for you to shine up brighter. You can only do that by the inner work, going within, in order for you to be brighter and be able to walk the path.
She's just saying, I don't need any more homework.
Yeah. Not homework, but
by Jamie.
it's not really homework, but it's just whatever's going through now, into the future. I'm getting the Hermit. So it's saying, finding your inner strength, your inner light, your inner guidance. So I'm not sure what's happening with her, but yeah, it's all happening.
Funny you should say that. I haven't got anything on this coming Tuesday, so I might even do a meditation. We'll just wait and see. And it's around about the time that you can come, Chiquita, because it would be at 1 o'clock during the day, not at night time. So, if you meditate better with other people, and you know that you're safe with me, you can always come to my meditations. In fact, somebody from the spiritual community sent me a meditation that was about 30 minutes long, which I thought was very good. So, I might even use that one.
She's growing, something is happening. Yeah, that's good. So you want growth, you don't want stagnation.
No, we don't. Okay, so I don't think Radhia Jam, you're sitting in the back there. Come say hello. Sarah Higley, come say hello. Beth Kelly, come say hello. All of the people that are sitting in the background there, come say hello, please. Make sure that you like the live as well.
Yeah, please do.
Rick, who are you talking to?
No worries, Chiquita. Is this Chiquita? Yeah,
yes, yeah. As in Chiquita roll, Chiquita.
Yeah.
Q-U, Chiquita.
Chiquita.
I always forget to like it. Well, I've just told you. Oh, yes, that must have been you that just put the like through. Who else hasn't put the like through? Please put the likes through. All right. And don't forget to give some love hearts across the screen. I need to get these algorithms going for Facebook. All right. Keep them going, please, guys. Let me see some. See the love hearts. There's no love hearts. There's one. There's another one. Come on, Rick. I can see you in the background there. Show me some love hearts. That's exactly how I spell it, Chiquita. Rick, yeah. Original banana. Right, talking on the wall. Yeah, he is. Okay, guys. I'm thinking that we're just about done. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's
a short live.
Yeah.
But for Sunday, I'm not usually on Sunday, so like I said, there's been a lot of lives on today. Sorry, I was asking if the meditation was on the weekend. No, it's not on the weekend, Rick. It would be on Tuesday. If it was going to be at any point, it would be on Tuesday. Yeah, tomorrow's a holiday for us. What are you doing tomorrow, Andrew?
Cleaning up the house. So Mark's at work, so I'm just going to take all the food out of the drawers, tidy them up, reposition everything, wipe them down, do all that kind of stuff, all the housework.
Can you come and do mine? Can you come and do mine? I'll make you lunch. Oh, here he goes. He's going to set me off in a minute. Right. House cleaner too. Yeah, I know. I mean, Chiquita, my house is usually fairly neat, but I go walk in here sometimes and I think to myself, I better get the vacuum cleaner out and do all the corners and get behind the couches and move the bed, and it's just I'm like, fuck off. I don't want to do it. Andrew, come on over my house, please. All right. Okay, guys. we are going to end the live now. Thank you so much for the people who put their donations in. Mine will go to the anti-child trafficking. Andrew is going to also be putting his towards a good cause as well. So, yes, thank you for coming. And maybe I'll see you on Vicky's live tonight when she goes live with her crystal sales.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Yeah.
Hey, people. Love and light to you. Good afternoon.